Okay, in this one, we will try to find if a graph contains an Euler walk. So definitely there's some connection between Euler circuit and Euler walk. Let's find out what's the difference between them. Ang Euler walk daw, hindi siya closed walk. Kasi you're not required to return from the same or to end at the same starting point. Okay, so maybe if you start at B, okay lang na sa C ka matapos. But you have to make sure that each edge ay nagamit mo only once. So this one is still don't contain an Euler walk. For example, can I pass through all of them? Nope. Okay, so here did I start at B? Yes. So it still doesn't contain an Euler walk. A connected graph, this is the theorem that we will follow. We want to check if a graph has an Euler walk. If and only if the graph has two vertices of odd degree with all other vertices of even degree. Furthermore, every Euler walk must start at one of the vertices of odd degree and end at the other. Yun ang requirement. Dapat meron kang dalawang odd degree and then the rest is even. And then you have to start at the odd one and end at the vertex with the odd degree. So simula and tapos doon sa may degrees na odd, and then all other should be even, and then don't use any of the edges twice. So that's the reason why, diba? This one doesn't contain an Euler walk. Kasi all of the edges are odd. Now, if we remove this one, if we remove these edges, or that would mean that B has 3, C has 3, now D has 2, and A will have 4. Now you have two odds, and the rest is even. I have to start at the odd degree vertex, diba? So here and here, and then here and here and here and here. So you see, I started here and ended here. Both of them are the odd degrees. Okay? Why does it make sense na odd yung simula at dulo? Kasi if you will use it again, the starting point, for example here, so B to A to D, and then to C, to A, and then back to B. So I already lumabas na ako dun sa B, and then ito yung kapartner niyan. You entered and then you leave, and then you entered again, and then you only have to leave now, diba? Kasi you don't have to go back to that kasi hindi pa naman magiging starting position yung letter B, diba? I'm allowed to end at another point. Basta nadaanan ko lahat yon. Okay? So in this case, I entered to C, and then I left it, and then entered it again. A photographer would like to travel across all the roads shown on the map below or on the left. The photographer will rent a car that need not be returned to the same city, so the trip can begin in any city. Is it possible for the photographer to design a trip that traverses all the roads exactly once? So right from the get-go, you know that you are looking for an Euler walk. Kasi sabi yung car na na-rent, pwedeng hindi isa uli. Pwedeng hindi mo na i-return in the same city. Let's say we find the degrees of each vertex. So Alameda has 3, Grangeville has 2, Fairmount has 4, Bartley has 4, Kidwell has 2, Dover has 3, Evanston has 2. So important to kasi you have to know where you're going to start. So what if doon tayo dapat mag-start sa odd and mag-end sa odd 10, diba? And then the rest is even. So that means na meron kang Euler walk dito. If we start at Alameda, let's follow this. And Burley, and then Caldwell, Dover. And then back to Burley. You enter that, you have to leave it. Fairmount. Okay, you entered Alameda again. Leave it to Grangeville, to go to Grangeville, and then Fairmount. This one you have to leave again. Okay, where am I? Evanston. And then you entered Dover. Diyan mo sa uli yung car mo na nirent mo. So you see, you were able to go to take each of the roads only once, and then ayun, you ended at different points, but you were able to travel each road once. Now this one, a bicyclist wants to mountain bike through all the trails of a national park. A map of the park is shown at the left because the bicyclist will be dropped off in the morning by friends and picked up in the evening. She doesn't have a preference of where she begins and ends her ride. That should give you a clue that you don't have to start at the same, or you don't have to end at the same starting point. So Euler walk yung hinahanap mo dito, not Euler circuit. Is it possible for the cyclist to traverse all of the trails without repeating any portions of her trip? Let's check for the degrees. A has 3, B has 4, D has 4 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. G has 2, F has 3, E has 4, C has 4. So you see all of the degrees are even except for A and F. That's our starting and ending points. Either any of them. In this one, sa A siya nagsimula. So A to B to C to D to E, and then back to B, and then to G, and then G to F to E, and then to C to A, and then finally to F. So starting, ending, vertex. Those are